death metal riffing and heavy slam. Was that like a conscious, like, this is what, like, I want to do?
Yeah. I mean, I started picking up on bands. I started realizing the slower stuff kind of had more impact, and yeah, I'm trying to think of exactly where, I want to say maybe Sepultura, man. Like, some of that on a rise, and I was a heavy fan of them, so, they started kind of doing that stuff, really, if you think about it, a rise, and especially they had a just a couple parts where just everything stopped, the guitar started doing its thing, and then the kick drums started, building and this and that, and so I guess it was kind of them, man. Like, of course, I'm trying to think of hardcore, like when I started listening to that, and when, some of that 90s hardcore kind of inspired me. And the death metal bands that played in New York, like Internal Bleeding and fucking Pyrexia. And if you think about SOD, they were a big influence. I always forget to mention them. SOD had a large impact on me. That
SOD?
just that, yeah, fucking March at SOD and they were doing mosh rhythm. That was back in '85, so you had that, and I was like, whoa, I love the SOD, and it was them, right?
We covered that.
You got to give it to those guys. They really
I think we both play that in soundcheck.
paved the way, sort of. But
March of SOD.
Yeah.
Like, we both do it in soundcheck.
So it's kind of that, and then seeing stuff like Yngwie Malmsteen and all this. Oh, people like shred, so let's take that groove and that shred and kind of combine it. And there were bands like, say, Coroner, that were kind of doing this, and all kinds of thrash bands that would have kind of like breakdown, like this band called Death Row from Germany. This song called "Scattered by the Wind" had a, or even like, Megadeth. I love that riff. Whatever song that is that Wake Up Dead?
Wake Up Dead, yeah.
So, just like, oh, that works. These slower kind of riffs and crunch kind of styles, and then put it in a death metal, and that's just kind of how it came to be, I guess,
So you really combine different elements of, like, heavy. Not just,
right.
You're not going, this is death metal, this is it. It's like,
right.
okay, I would take, SOD, Megadeth, Sepultura, Groove.
Even King Diamond on, I think it's Sleepless Nights, on Conspiracy album. He actually has some breakdown parts in there. I kind of
realize that.
Yeah, if you listen to Sleepless Nights, and he breaks it down. There's a couple of those songs, and so I think maybe even some of the death metal bands got inspired from that, so. But yeah.
What were like some early '90s, late '80s hardcore? Because it really sounds like.
I liked Agnostic Front, of course. That was like the first band from hardcore, and then like Madball and 25 to Life. I have to say they had some of the best riffs, back then.
Really?
Yeah, and who else? Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, but that whole New York hardcore scene was kind of doing that groove thing as well. There was a band called Next Step Up there from Baltimore doing it, just kind of crunch riffs, and so just picked up. I was always seeing bands, and it's like that works. You see the crowd moving. That's what it was. You see, they're going slow, and that's when the crowd would start really punishing each other, and that's. Like, oh, eureka! There it is. That's what you do. That's
So you'll drive.
Slow it down. Make it heavy.
Wow. So you'll like drive for 49 minutes an hour up to Baltimore, see some local hardcore bands maybe, and see like, wait, people are moving towards this kind of groove,
Yeah.
It's sick.
So that was just it. And bands were doing it. Like I said, Internal Bleeding. I can't say we invented anything. We just kind of emulated things and did it our own way. That's all.
Sick.